All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into another trade breakdown today. Today, I'll actually be going over a position I lost on US 30 today. I'll go ahead and be explaining why I lost this trade, how I went about it, how I viewed it, what my bias was, what my edge was on this position, the type of risk I decided to put behind it, and what I could do better, or, just my personal feedback from this position. So, you guys, when it comes to this 30 position right here, I was looking at a couple different levels. I had my high a day, an M5, another M5, M15, M1, H4, and H1 all right here. The only thing about this H4 and H1 is that the candles weren't closed yet, you guys. So we actually had our setup. Boom. And then once we had those bearish candles, the 4-hour and the 1-hour were still open. Market opens at 6:30 a.m. and it was about 6:15, and those candlesticks were all the way down here at this point. You can see, but the H4 and H1 were still open, so it didn't solidify that area of supply yet, but still showed that there was selling pressure leaving the market in that area. So if we kind of come to right here, it's not going to show you because the candle didn't close that way, you guys. But look, you can see this candle. This one closed at 7 a.m. So at 6 a.m. it opened. At one point, it was down here at like 6:15, and that's when I decided to go ahead and mark up that H1 right here. So when I say that, that's what I'm talking about. Very much context to today's position. So looking at that, you guys, I'm like, all right, cool. I'll go ahead and target this used weekly down here. And I'll start out light on this trade and just see what it wants to do at the end of the day. So that was my thought process going into the position. We start to see it come into our area. I'm really patient here because, again, you guys, it's not solid H4, H1 combo. I'm really patient here. All right, and at this point, I can see price is starting to push into my direction. So this is where I went ahead and started to layer out my positions. From here, we can see price started to fall into our direction, giving us letting us see some nice profit there. At this point, we were floating about 62 points in profit. I wanted to break through this to go break even on the position. So boom, we get down here. We get to this line, and I'm still in this full position, you guys. Haven't managed any of it. I did want to get below this and close below it, but I just wanted to see another candle to solidify that close before I brought my stop loss to break even there. So I wanted just to see us close a little bit lower in here before I did that. I wanted to really give this trade a lot of time and room to breathe. So as we start to watch it, we can see price did end up just coming all the way back up, turning around on us. So a couple things I could have done better on this specific position is go break even at this point here. I mean, we were 100 points in profit, especially paying attention to this H1, H4 combination right here, where these weren't completely solidified. So these could have been a red color or orange color. So really all we had here was the M15, two M5s, the high day, and an M1. So recognizing that, I probably shouldn't have been looking to target 240 points and should have maybe been looking to target something a little bit closer to in this area, or at least going break even. And protecting my risk a lot better in that sense, as I did kind of let this trade just go ahead and ride like it was a top tier A+ position, when the position itself was pretty A+, but it wasn't quite an A+ trade. So that was pretty much my trade today, you guys. Nothing to it. Could have gone to break even a little bit sooner. Took an L. That's perfectly okay. It was inside of my risk parameters still. Losses are going to happen, but next time, hey, I can just read a little bit more of the context of that play right there. And reminding myself, hey, this isn't an A+. This is something closer to a little bit of like a B setup. You really only have lower time frames there that are solidified, so it wasn't a solidified A+ trade. So that being said, you guys, that about wraps up today's trade breakdown. Quick shorts on US 30. Today we weren't able to actually capitalize on the full wipe of those TPs, but that's okay. Hey, you are going to hit stop loss sometimes. As long as it fits your risk, that's perfectly fine. That's why I like to go over my losses too, so you guys can see them, see it's part of the game. And a couple things I could have done better today. Hey, maybe I could have managed my stop loss a little bit tighter, but I was given it room to breathe. I didn't really mind letting it ride. I could have paid a little bit more attention to the context of these two right here and marked it a different color so I could have been more aware of the context of those two. But at the end of the day, hey, it was a losing position. I put the risk on. I was okay with it. I liked it, and I did think at the end of the day this could have turned into a winning position, especially how it sold off in the very beginning. The bulls just happened to take over, and if we go and watch that run through the rest of the market, we can just see that sellers were not in charge today. So we're just the wrong direction on the day, and that's perfectly fine. But that being said, you guys, make sure you check out our VIP Discord. I did actually take this trade in the VIP Discord, so hey, we weren't able to win, but a lot of them got a live lesson on what a loss looks like, and I also help people understand how to manage their losses a lot better. So, we're doing a little bit of teaching while we're live trading also, you guys. Make sure you check out our VIP Discord. Make sure you check out my Instagram. It's ThatTraderX on IG. We have been dropping vlogs. Make sure you check all those out. Subscribe to the channel for more breakdowns like this. Let me know in the comments what you want to see, and comment roadmap if you're interested in getting a mentorship by me or anyone in the program. And yeah, I'll see you guys around in the MTM ecosystem, man. I mean, it's another trade breakdown. Nothing crazy, nothing really new here. Just a little bit of a loss for you guys, something different, something to spice it up and give you something else to work with and educate you along your trading journey. So I'll catch y'all later. Stay updated on what I got going on, and I'll keep y'all updated on what I got going on, man. Let's stay MTM paid. Peace.